So when you rig the fiddlestick, in general you want to try to have that kind of hanging in free space so things aren't pushing on it, etc. One of the situations you want to try to avoid, sometimes it's not possible to avoid it and you have to be very, very careful, but try to avoid this when you can. Try to avoid getting the fiddlestick rigged to where when you're on rappel, you're bouncing the stick around and it can push into the walls, and actually, say you take a wrong pull, it can push on the fiddlestick. You want to really avoid this. You can be careful in most cases, and once the rope is fully weighted, it's a little hard to actually pull out, but bad idea to do this unless you have no other choice. So what you want to try to do if you have a situation like that is just take note of where you're tying the fiddlestick at and the stone knot. Just go ahead and tie it further back and situate it. There you go, get your fiddlestick all tied up and have it situated to where now when somebody is on rappel, that stick is no longer hitting a wall. In this case you've got one wall on one side, but remember, last man down will be taking the safety carabiner out. So if you rigged it up in here, or it's close, you would have a safety carabiner on this for all but the last person, and banging it around and stuff is not going to make any difference. It won't fall out. But for last man at risk, he's going to take that out. He doesn't really want to worry about the stick getting pushed out by banging on things. So if it's rigged out more into free space where it doesn't have any obstructions, the better. At most times you'll have to like lay the fiddlestick on the ground or something, which is fine too. Just try to avoid a situation where when the last man goes down, you don't want to have the fiddlestick tilted like that and start rappelling down on it. You'll want to, if you go over a rappel and you find that the fiddlestick is doing that, just give it a twist and lay it to the ground and then go on over. And as you go over the bottom, it won't actually pull out any longer. So that's, yeah, good idea. Just keep the fiddlestick out in free space where you can.